The Morning Drive podcast from Double T 97.3 is presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Jamie Lent and Jeff McGuire. I'm Chuck Heinz. We'll have the Big Ten quarterfinals on the air for you today at 10:45. And then that will continue all throughout the afternoon until we get to the Big 12 semifinals at 5:30, and we'll have the second game as well tonight. And we'll have Red Raider baseball sandwiched in between all of that as the Red Raider baseball team, the warm-up show at 6, balls and strikes at 6:30, and then we'll have softball on the air tonight as the Red Raider softball team takes on Arizona in a massive series because you're taking on the number 12/13 team in the country. Tonight at 6, tomorrow at 2, and Sunday at high noon. And we'll have those games for you on 92.3 The Hub. Tonight's game begins at 5:30 for our coverage, and then play-by-play at 6 o'clock tonight from Rocky Johnson Field. So that should give them a test, make them sweat a little bit, tonight, and tomorrow, and Sunday.
They've probably played tougher than Arizona up to this point, but I think Arizona is probably, going back to what Coach Glasgow told us, right, hitting them in Oklahoma State, maybe the two toughest challenges this year in the Big 12. So hopefully it's one of the more, I say hopefully, I don't know, if you're into the blowouts, just go crush them. That's good. Yeah. I was going to say maybe it's more competitive, but yeah, no, I mean, keep rolling like they're rolling. That's what you're looking for. You don't want to see them let up at any point. And so hopefully we see more of the same from that team.
Yeah. You obviously want to be challenged. And, when we talked to Coach Glasgow on Tuesday, he seemed more excited about the fact that they got down, against Houston and then had to come back and rally. And, I guess he just probably wanted to see how his team was going to react when they got put in a little bit of a stressful situation. Yeah,
I don't think that he was excited that they were losing. I think he was excited how they handled it.
Yeah, that's probably better said like that. But, I mean, he did kind of it just seemed like his voice kind of picked up a little bit. Yeah, we got down, and, it's kind of interested in seeing how they were going to respond to that. And then they did.
And they did.
They didn't run rule them, though. And so that was, That's become. There's been two things about softball this year. Your pitchers are throwing no hitters, and your hitters are run ruling the other team. Mm-hmm. So it's been as you kind of thought, right? I mean,
when you saw the roster in the offseason, this is kind of what you expected, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And they have handled the expectations. There's not been any kind of letdown or anything like that. So. And that's kudos to them for that.
That's impressive in and of itself. When when you're given a lot and a lot's expected, and then you come through, that's kind of a triple whammy in your favor. They're 25-1. They are 3-0 in conference play. They've won 14 straight. Has this softball team. So again, we'll have all the games for you on 92.3 The Hub. Tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. Red Raider baseball, they open up conference play. And I have to think that there's an extra bounce in the baseball guys' step coming off of the win over UTSA and just how you've played in your first 15 games, Jamie.
I think they feel good about how they've played. I don't think they feel like they're anywhere close to being a dominant baseball program or a dominant baseball team right now. But I think that the first stretch of the season, you wanted to play better definitely in Arlington. But I think the first stretch of baseball leading up to Big 12 play has been, it's as good as you could hope for, just about.
Yeah, you're confident, right, going into the series with Kansas tonight.
Yeah, different deal when you get to conference play. I mean, I think Kansas has probably played a tougher schedule than you, and they have about the same record. So the challenge is definitely real. This is a team that was, almost just percentage points from winning the Big 12 championship a year ago, picked to finish in the top 5 this year. Well, you were picked to finish 9th, so you're the underdog here, and we'll see if the last time you played them in Lawrence 2 years ago, they swept you. So let's see if you can turn things around.
Yeah, it's weird how that works, but when you have so many teams in your conference, you can't obviously play everybody every year. And in this case, it's been a couple years since you played them. Red Raiders are 11-5. Kansas is 10-6 entering play tonight. Lucas Perko will go for the Red Raiders. He's got a 2-1 record with a 5.31 earned run average. What has stood out to you about him more than anything, Jamie?
He's just been more consistent throwing strikes this year. Really, his changeup is a plus pitch, and his fastball doesn't blow you away by any stretch of the imagination. But if he can not pitch from behind, he has the ability to get guys to chase that changeup. If they're ahead in counts, they're more picky and they're laying off of it, and he's more hittable. So when he's able to throw strike one with his fastball, then that really sets things up for him. And when he struggled at times last year, it was like many pitchers. It's about throwing strike one.
And then how about get strike two, and then just go ahead and whiff them.
That's allowed.
Yeah, that's allowed. That's allowed.
Yeah, again, your pitching staff is I think making progress. I still think it is definitely a work in progress, and I think that you're seeing good things. I think that there's a lot of bullpen arms that I think the Red Raiders feel really good about, but you definitely need to take a step forward with the starting rotation if you're going to be if you're going to finish in the top 4 or 5 in this league. Is
it too early to look at the dynamics of the new pitching strategy with the coach and the extra personnel and the technology and all that kind of stuff? Is it too easy to say, you did all these things, or because there's probably not enough to really lean on yet for that, is there, or is there?
I don't know what you're. You never really said what.
Well,
too early for what?
With the changes that you made in your pitching strategy, the two new coaches and the equipment and all the analytics that you got, do we have enough yet to say that's made a difference?
Oh, I think it's making a difference.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's making a difference. I don't think it flips overnight, but I definitely think it's making a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all that having been said, so
you really never really said what you just said.
Well,
it's never too early for.
You've been sitting next to me long enough that you should be able to analyze the.
Great.
Everybody
radio.
Understands that. Everybody understands.
Great radio.
Yeah.
This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Friday the 13th. This is the first time I brought this up. In fact, I didn't really know until I looked at my iPad this morning, even though yesterday was the 12th. I should have deduced quite easily that today was going to be the 13th. But it just really didn't give any pause to it. So obviously it's not.
Could that be we saw the scariest thing we could have seen yesterday?
Could have been, With this day in sports history, here is the one, the only Jeff McGuire.
1954 is where we will start today, guys. Braves' Bobby Thompson breaks his ankle.
Oh.
It's not good.
He's replaced by Hank Aaron.
Oh, and thus it begins for Hammer and Hank, right?
He had a good career, did he?
He did.
That guy, Aaron?
Yeah.
He was all right?
That Aaron guy worked out.
Okay. Well, glad to hear it.
Heard he became a big rapper later, going by MC.
Okay.
1960. White Sox unveil a new road uniform with players' names above their number.
That was a Bill Veeck kind of thing, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. 1993. Cheryl Swoop scored 53 points for Texas Tech in a 78-71 win over Texas in the Southwest Conference Women's Postseason Classic in Dallas. 1994, 15th Big East men's basketball tournament. Jamie was happy because Providence beat Georgetown 74-64.
Oh, Providence.
It was more of anybody beating Georgetown.
Anybody.
Yeah, you were a Cuse guy.
Thank you. Yes, I was.
Yes.
Yes.
2013, Dejan Kravic buzzer-beating winner helps Texas Tech beat West Virginia 71-69 in an opening round Big 12 tournament game. And in 2022, the long 40-day national nightmare was over. Record-breaking quarterback Tom Brady announces he will play at least one more season in the NFL with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It worked out really well for him.
It is a Coconut Torte Day. A coconut torte is a delicious dessert featuring a moist sponge and creamy coconut filling. Perfect for coconut lovers.
I like coconut. That doesn't sound good to me.
I don't care for any...
Anything with coconuts on top?
Nope. No coconuts. And I stopped by the donut shop this morning and I reminded the gal, no nuts, including coconuts.
It's one of my top 10 favorite things Chuck has ever said. Yeah. Randomly delicious. It might top the list.
Might top the list.
It might top the list. I had to play that for my entire family yesterday.
Did they like that?
They definitely got a chuckle out of it. Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Before we get to today's birthdays, a couple of good ones tomorrow. One of everybody's favorites. I mean, just not ours. I mean, everybody's. Todrick Gocher turns 33 tomorrow. He shares a birthday with former Texas Tech football coach Spike Dykes.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good day right there.
Mm-hmm. Todrick Gocher's only 33. Goodness. He has accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about what he did at Tech as a player and as a student as well, getting a couple of master's degrees, playing overseas, now raising a family, assistant coach, he is on a high trajectory.
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, world domination not out of the realm of possibilities for Todrick Gocher.
All right, let's go.
And he's just an overall nice guy.
Again, world domination not out of the question for Todrick Gocher. Today's birthdays: William H. Macy, 76. Dana Delaney is 70. Tristan Thompson is 35. Trent Dilfer, 54. Johan Santana, 47. And Will Clark, 62. And on this day, 1836, less than a week after the disastrous defeat of the Texas rebels at the Alamo, the newly commissioned Texas General Sam Houston begins a series of strategic retreats to buy time to train his ill-prepared army. Houston's decisions to retreat won him little but scorn from the Texas rebels. His troops and officers were eager to engage the Mexicans, and they chaffed at Houston's insistence on learning proper field maneuvers. Houston wisely continued to organize, train, and equip his troops so they would be prepared to meet Santa Anna's army. Finally, after nearly a month of falling back, Houston orders his men to turn around and head south to meet Santa Anna's forces. However, we'll have to wait until April to finish that story.
Okay.
And that is This Day in Sports History.
I love when Jeff gets into his Paul Harvey voice.
Yeah. I wonder if those soldiers said to Sam Houston, practice. Talking about practice. Practice. We're talking about practice.
I believe they did. If I think I saw it in the movie.
Yeah.
Choice made me watch last weekend.
He made you watch
No, he didn't.
the Alamo?
He didn't make me do anything. He suggested it. I looked for it. I just couldn't find it.
You couldn't find the Alamo?
Yeah.
Really?
I want the newer version.
Okay.
I didn't look that hard, to be honest.
I'm like, that seems shocking that you couldn't find a John Wayne movie.
Yeah,
I wanted the newer one.
I want the new one.
Palate of a child. I guess that's probably referring to me. Yeah. Well,
What does that mean?
that means that.
You only like things that children like. He's probably talking about Jamie.
Well,
no, that's probably me.
Well, I mean, I was referring to the coconuts and the no nuts and that kind of stuff.
I love nuts on just about any cookie or cake or banana bread. Yeah, way better.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
And I'm a big fan of coconut too.
Oh yeah. If I like when I do go to the donut shop to get donuts, if I got one that had coconuts on it, would you eat
and
it?
if I was into eating one, yes. Okay. Usually the chocolate one with coconut.
Oh, chocolate with coconut
is super good.
No,
it's a regular donut, but it has chocolate frosting and then coconuts sliced up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really good.
Maybe I'll coin that for them and say,
put the nuts in there too.
Give me the Jamie, and they'll say, "What's the Jamie?"
They'll be like, the drink place isn't open for a few more hours, Chuck. The UDU isn't available until about 3 in the afternoon.
Okay, all right.
Not sure what time they open.
6:52 this morning here on the Morning Drive. Thoughts, comments, Yates Flooring Center chat line. We get this from the Yates Flooring Center chat line. I'm glad you are. I'm still very excited to watch both teams play and compete in March Madness. Wreckham.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not excited to watch them. I would tell you I'm way more nervous about it than I was previously. And my hopes and dreams of them going deep into the tournament don't feel super high right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Sunday, Selection Sunday, and all that kind of stuff.
I'm not anti, but that's no, just no.
Well, you'll be doing baseball.
Even if I wasn't,
I could be sitting at home looking for something to do right now, and I'm not sure I'm going to watch
a
Selection
2-hour
Sunday.
Show with people.
Well, it's only one.
Okay.
Even if it was 5 minutes and they just show the bracket right now for how I'm feeling about basketball, I don't know that I'll just wait till Monday.
I would. It's just boring to me.
I mean,
and I know we have it on a radio station too, but it's just boring.
I mean, it is.
You'll watch for an hour when I could go online and go, oh, where are the Red Raiders? Oh, they're in that one. Okay, let me skim through. So how many? There's the Big 12 teams. Oh, that's a fun match. Oh, okay. Okay, all right, let's go. I'll do in a minute what you'll do in an hour, and that you're completely allowed to do that. Yeah. Have fun. Yeah. Have at it. Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be out of town, but I've got the CBS app downloaded, and so I'll be able to take my copious notes. So that
for what?
Well, just so that I would have something to talk about. And then the women's, I'm like, where are the women going to play? I'm really excited about that. I can't wait for Sunday.
Your daily dose of sports and fun. This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
With Jamie Lent and Jeff McGuire, I'm Chuck Heinz. Great to have you with us today. We'll have Big Ten quarterfinal basketball on the air for you today. That'll be starting at 10:45 this morning on 100.7 The Score. So a brief edition of the End of the Bench today on 100.7 The Score. Okay. Let's see the games that we'll have for you today from the Big Ten include Ohio State and Michigan. Michigan is the number 3 team in the country. They're a team that is projected to be a potential national championship team.
Okay.
Okay.
And number 3 in the country, you would think so.
Yeah. 29-2. The next game is number 9 Illinois against Wisconsin. Of course, Tech played Illinois early in the season and lost to them. And the Illini have kind of moved forward with their season. They're still a top 10 team. And then another team that the Red Raiders faced this year, Purdue, they've really fallen off the mark since you played them. You know, they were like number 2, number 1 in the country.
Number 1?
Yeah, number 1. Beat us pretty good.
30.
They're
like a redheaded stepchild. Yes.
Yeah.
They're now 18th in the country to take on Nebraska. This is a game where this might shock you. I will actually root for Purdue openly in this game. Okay.
Got to be playing Kansas State or Missouri.
They're playing Nebraska.
Oh, okay. Number 3 on the list.
Yeah. And then the late game in the Big Ten is the 8 seed Michigan State against UCLA. Or the number 8 team, I should say, the number 8 team. This from the Yates Flooring Center chat line, then we'll move to some baseball. And I would agree with this wholeheartedly. In general, no matter who the team is, those young women and men deserve better. They work their tails off all year long to compete in the postseason and should not have to play on a gimmick floor. That's well said.
Agreed. I think the concept of the floor is really, really cool. I mean, obviously, is a neat idea. It just there needs to be some tweaks made.
Yeah,
clearly. And I now don't know how you get someone to be the guinea pig for you to make those tweaks and try it again. Unless you got maybe a smaller conference hey, we're going to do this for free, or we'll pay you, Atlantic Sun to let us have this.
Yeah.
Whatever. Did I just make up a conference, or is that a real thing?
Atlantic Sun. Yeah, there's an Atlantic 10. Okay, you made something up. It
was perfect. Nobody cared. Continue.
That was kind of the point.
It's very Chuck of you.
The CSUN, is that a conference?
No.
Are you sure?
The CSUN? Yes. I'm sure that the CSUN is not a conference. Wow.
Stands for like Continental Conference or Conference. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, to get somebody like that to give it a try, and then for it to go great, to go perfectly, before you then start marketing it back to the bigger conferences who are, willing to let you do it.
They may have to stick to Europe on that thing, right?
Has it been in Europe?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mark Finkner says there is an Atlantic Sun conference.
I thought so.
Of course, he'd know that off the top of his head. He's the smartest guy in the history of the free world. I mean, he really is. He really is. He could meet somebody on the street, and the guy's name could be Josiah. And then 17 years later, I'd say, hey, remember that guy? He goes, Josiah? Yeah. Yeah, Josiah.
Yeah. There is a CSUN conference also.
There is.
It's March 18th through the 22nd, 2024 at the Anaheim Marriott. It's an assistive technology conference.
Oh, okay.
Called the CSUN Conference. Doesn't appear to have to do anything with basketball or courts. Yeah. But there is a CSUN conference. However, you missed the date to sign up, Chuck.
I did.
Bet there was a lot of handshaking going on.
Guys, power hour is at 8.
Yeah.
You're wasting all the good material in the 7 o'clock hour.
Big Huey, there is an Atlantic Sun. Yeah, but you're behind Finkner. There. Okay. Baseball. How do you feel? Like, you've had a chance to take a look at Kansas, and obviously you know the Red Raiders because you do all the games, and you've seen all the games for the most part, and for the majority of them. How do you feel like the matchup is with these two teams? Are you intrigued by it? Do you feel like one has a sizable advantage, or do you think it's evenly matched?
I think Kansas has the advantage in the starting pitching. I think the Red Raiders have the advantage in the offensive depth and just offense in general. Mm-hmm. I think the Red Raiders might have the advantage in the bullpen. Okay?
Okay.
But it's closer in the bullpen. Okay? So, can your starting pitchers just be okay?
Mm-hmm.
And or can they be good? And that gives you a great chance to win the series. I mean, to me, that's the biggest question. I don't expect you to continue to put up the massive numbers that you've put up offensively, but I also don't expect you to average 2 runs a game against Kansas. I think that you'll still put up decent numbers. I think you're a really good offense. But the numbers on offense are way better for the Red Raiders than the Jayhawks, but I think they've played a tougher all-around schedule than the Red Raiders have up to this point. That being said, we thought that UTSA would challenge the Red Raiders because they're a top 10 RPI team, and they absolutely did, and you still scored a bunch of runs against them. And we knew that their offense would be really, really good, and I think it was really good. But, I mean, in 2 games, you ended up giving up, 9 runs in one game and 5 in the other. I mean, 7 runs a game is not good enough, but it's also not horrendous against a really good offense. They were averaging 12 runs a game. So you did a good job against them. So, again, I feel like your pitching staff is making steps in the right direction. Just got to get a little bit more consistency from that starting group. But there's a lot of good bullpen arms that are coming in and hanging zeros and doing good things. You just, the offense has to keep clicking, because if you're going to be a team that's finishing in the top 4 or 5 in this league, it's not the way you design it to be, but because we always talk about good pitching beats good defense, or good pitching beats good hitting, all the above. Unfortunately, you're not there yet.
Yeah,
you're going to have to ride your offense.
So, I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. Let's just say your starting pitching can get you through 4 innings, and you give up 4 or less runs in that. Are you feeling pretty good?
I mean, I wouldn't be feeling like awesome about the individual start, but at the same time, I would be feeling like if you did that 3 times, if you're in all 3 days, that if your starters went 4 innings and gave up 4 runs, if you did that all 3 days, I'd think you'd have a decent chance to win the series.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because if you could get to their, and the other key is obviously trying to get into their bullpen, right?
Right. I think their starters are probably better than their bullpen.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Jamie's question of the day on Double T 97.3 is brought to you by Connecticut of West Texas.
All right, gentlemen. We are, of course, hoping that our 2 college basketball teams do great things in the NCAA tournament.
Mm-hmm.
They make very, very deep runs. My question for you today is, which one, and I'm going to ask you for percentages of both of them, which one do you have the higher percentage, the higher confidence level that they will win at least 1 game in the NCAA tournament? Which one do you have the higher confidence level for?
Oh, man.
I think the tricky part here is the seeding part.
Yeah.
Because the men will get a better seed, you would think, than the women.
Yeah, I think the men are going to be at a 5 and the women are going to be at a 6.
Oh, you just ruined the suspense. Now we know what your predictions are. You just told us what you were going to ask next hour.
I'm a spoiler.
People will probably still stay tuned in for the power hour, though, right?
I would think so. Yeah.
All right, which one do you have the higher confidence level in?
Well, I have a very high confidence level. I think I'm going to tell you, I'm bullish on both of them making it past the first round. Okay, because I think the level of competition that you have played, especially on the men's side, has been exponentially higher than anything that you could possibly face. Okay, so my confidence level on the men's side, providing that Christian Anderson is okay and able to play, it's 100%. It's 100%. Right?
Okay.
On the women's side, my confidence level is even with a 6 seed, you're going to get a favorable matchup, and you have proven that you have the ability to beat, the best teams in your conference because you've beaten them. Okay, you've beaten them, but the challenge is what you've done in the fourth quarter here recently gives you just major pause. So I'm going to say my confidence in the women winning their first round game, because of because you got to solve the fourth quarter. I mean, you've scored 20 points in your last 3 games, including 4, which is an anomaly. What happened last Thursday in Kansas City is an anomaly, and I hope I never see it again, right, where you go on a 21-0 run to end the game and you're the none. So I'm going to say for the women, I think it's 90%.
Okay.
They're the same in my confidence level. And as I sit today, it is 0 for both of them because of the women's fourth quarter problems, because of how they finished the season minus their final home game. And on the men's side,
0.
all it takes is a big man, and we don't have an answer.
Choose joy, Jeff.
I need to see it. If the matchup doesn't include a big man for the men's side, I will feel exponentially better about it.
0 chance.
I've heard
My confidence is 0.
I've heard more and more people bringing joy into their conversation. Use specifically the word joy. It's come up in post-game press conferences. It's come up in commentary during games.
What?
You've started a revolutionary.
Oh, no.
He's just part of it.
Yeah.
Look at, my children have multiple shirts that say choose joy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or something to that effect on it.
And they didn't make them.
Huh?
And they didn't make them.
Yes, they did not make them. We did not make them. So, it's out there, Chuck.
Okay.
We're trying to get, kids in this world to choose joy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to say I'm somewhere in the middle of Chuck and Jeff.
Big gray area to be in there.
Oh, man. I feel like I'm pretty much the same on both of them.
Mm-hmm.
You're already hearing about the Red Raider team being the team that's people are going to pick as on upset alert, okay? Because of their recent struggles in losing a key player.
Yeah.
Even no matter what their seeding is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you it's over 50% for me on both of them. I think they should be playing an inferior team both times. Okay. I'm going to tell you that my men's confidence level is about 60%, and my women's confidence level is probably about 70%. That's kind of where I am right now. The women's team has not played great down the stretch here.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's been give up in them. Yesterday, I think there was a little bit of we don't really want to be here after the first few minutes.
The thing about
I didn't see a lot of life out of that team in the second half.
The thing about the women's struggles that has me so worried is, yes, you beat Baylor and you beat TCU. You beat all the teams at the top of your conference. But when you faced a lesser opponent like you are expected to be facing in the NCAA tournament as a 6th seed, you're looking at a 13, I think, off the top of my head.
11.
Right now, the latest bracketology for the women has them in Ann Arbor, 6th seed, facing Fairfield, playing the winner of Michigan.
They're not facing a Power 5 team in the first round, is my point.
No.
When they faced a lesser opponent, they struggled at the end of the season.
They're going to be up for a game like that, though, in the NCAA tournament. For all these girls, their first time.
Yeah.
Right? For every one of them? Have any of them played in an NCAA tournament, Chuck?
Snudda Collins has.
Okay,
I believe Snudda Collins has.
One of them. That team's going to be ready to go. Yeah. I think they'll be up for it. So, yeah, I should, I don't know. Maybe I'm 75 on the women, 65 on the men.
You know what? I'm just gonna boost my number to 100 for both.
That's. Would you get a text? Somebody complained to you?
No, nobody complained to me. No.
Yeah.
I just decided to change it after looking at.
He's got to ride the flight with him, so I get it.
No, that's not it at all. I'm bullish. Chuck, the choosing joy movement is from Jesus. Jamie just spreads it for Jesus.
That's right. That's what I do.
Why do you think I'm like the devil or something? I'm not the devil.
You're not the devil.
Yeah.
You're randomly delicious.
I am randomly delicious.
Your daily dose of sports and fun. This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
The Morning Drive, good morning, with Jamie Lent and Jeff McGuire. I'm Chuck Heinz. It is great to have you with us today on the Morning Drive on Lubbock Sports Station, Double T 97.3 and Double T 97.3.com. Yours on television, too, on Fox 34 News Now. We come to you from the First United Bank studio. Thoughts, comments, Yates Flooring Center chat line, Visual Edge IT hotline. It is open too at 806-771-0973. I guess this was serious. Someone asked this earlier. Chuck, dear Chuck, 2 questions. 1, is it time to jump out the window? 2, at what height? Story, and they misspelled story, should do the job.
Maybe we shouldn't be making fun of people's spelling.
Well, I know, but I mean,
maybe we should.
I just said,
out there. I say we, including me.
I just said they misspelled story. No, it wouldn't take. Well, if I landed on my head, probably wouldn't take much. Although I fell off my roof and I landed on my head, and I was fine. At least I think. Let's see here. Syntax Hank from Jamie's question of the day, percentage of winning first-round games, said ladies 75%, men 50%. Okay. Somebody said only this show can give you 100% and 0% answer. That's what makes it fun. Let's see. We get this from Mr. B. This is good.
I know that you guys aren't trying to be sarcastic or whatever. I know that those are honest opinions from you guys, but I don't understand how you could be at 0. Like, you think they have nothing in the universe says they can win this game. Nothing, and I don't know how you can be there's nothing in the universe that said they can lose this game. I mean, so I don't need you to try to explain it, Jeff. Or
me, you try to explain it either.
Just 0 and 100. I mean, it just, but that's kind of the personality of the 3 of us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I get that, your dauber is down. I get that. But 0? Like 0. Like, there is no way, in the history of ever, there is no way that they can win this game. Or there is nothing in the history of basketball that says Tech, who's going to be a 5 seed or a 4 seed, could lose.
Oh, we're going to be a 5 seed at best.
Okay, there's no way they can lose. 100% certainty.
Yeah.
And this team has played like what? The last 3 games?
Well, we've only played 3 quarters. If the game had ended after 3, we'd been okay.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about the men. You started about the men.
Okay,
yeah.
well, the men have not played well in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, Snudda and Bailey could get the flu the day before. I don't know. I mean, there's
sure they could.
How are you at the 100% for both teams? That doesn't seem based in reality.
Yeah. And okay, how much reality do you think I live in, Jamie?
I get why your dauber's down, Jeff. I feel you. I understand, but 0?
And in fact, the texter kind of brings up the point that I was going to bring up. So I'm going to give them credit for putting it into words better than I was able to. Confidence is different than a chance.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
And I have no confidence in either basketball team right now.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. Well, all right. See, that's good stuff. That's good. That's fair.
This from Mr. B. He says, I am very confident that both of our basketball squads will be playing in the Sweet 16. Woo, man, I want what you're drinking today. The past few years, the men's tournament have been dominated by guards, and we have 3 of the best in Christian, Jalen, and Donovan. So we'll be all right. As for the women, Bailey and Snudda are going to go off. We'll be just fine. Mr. B. Mr. B, that's awesome. We get this. I never said you were the devil. I love you, Chuck. I was just complimenting Jamie for spreading Jesus' joy. Okay. This Were most women's teams not complaining about slipping on the court last week too? So it took Kansas almost losing last night for a change? Your mark is a tool, such a tool.
I think it also had to do with Christian Anderson.
I think that's the bigger thing, really. I think the fact that Christian Anderson slipped and pulled a muscle.
It may not be available for the NCAA tournament.
I think that was the bigger issue.
Now, I didn't watch much of the late game, so I can't speak to that. But
they weren't slipping. Kansas wasn't slipping. That wasn't the...
But I thought when you first told me that this morning, because I didn't know that they had decided to change the court. When you first told me that this morning, I figured it was about Christian Anderson.
Yeah, that's really my thought.
In the story on ESPN's website talking about it, they specifically mentioned Christian Anderson falling and possibly injuring his groin.
Yeah. So, Mark, yes, they're going to go back to a wood court. Okay. I don't know if it's maple. I don't know if it's oak. I don't know what kind of wood. I don't know if it's synthetic wood. I don't know if it's something that they got to, cobble together,
Oh, yeah, they're going down to Lowe's today. It'll be in this afternoon. Okay. Watch out for the knots in the wood, though.
Somebody says this, so we ain't jumping out no windows. No.
What is the jumping out of a window thing? Where have I missed this? Where did this come from?
I don't know. Just out of left field. Jamie, you asked what percentage of confidence, not percentage of chance. Okay.
Yeah, that was what Jeff was saying, and I think that texter made a good point.
Yeah.
I think I made a good point. Yeah. I should have asked, what chance do you think the Red Raiders or Lady Raiders
I would not give 0 there.
Okay. 2. He would go 2.
10.
Chuck would go 99.9.
I'd go 10.
Okay.
97.3.
Okay.
So I wouldn't have Mr. McGuire mad at me.
Well, Radio 101.
Yeah, I know. I said I don't want you mad at me. 8:08 this morning.
There's nobody mad.
Here on the morning drive. Jeff, what percentage do you give the Red Raider baseball team to win the series this weekend?
The way they've been hitting the ball and the way their pitchers have stepped up, 65, 70.
Okay.
Playing at home, wouldn't shock me to go 75 on that number right now. Like, they're playing good baseball. Mm-hmm. You're doing the things that you're supposed to do when you're playing good baseball. And even in your loss, you had your struggles in that game for sure, but it was still guys fighting, guys trying to get back into that game. That's something we didn't see last year. And that's where your confidence goes down, is when you're like, oh, look, we're down by 1 and the game's already over in the bottom of the first. This team feels like, okay, we're down by 4. Not great. We can go get this. Doesn't mean they will, but that confidence breeds better abilities.
Jamie, I don't know if it's fair to say this yet. It feels like a fun team to watch. And it's a fun team I'll just say this. It's a fun team to listen to. When you guys are doing the games, they seem like a fun team to watch and listen to.
I think they're a fun team to watch just because of the offense is a lot of fun. They're not walking nearly as many people. Wednesday night may have been the exception. But yeah, it's an entertaining brand of baseball.
Entertaining. That's a good word.
Not kicking the ball around, playing solid defense, making some big plays, but I think it's a really fun team to watch.
Yeah.
This has been the Morning Drive Podcast, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Check out our library of Double T 97.3 podcasts at doublet97.3.com.